from Salt Lake City, Utah. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Salt Lake City Elks taking on the Sacramento Condors.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Sacramento Condors and the Salt Lake City Elks. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding.
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Salt Lake City. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen here to Tolbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So they get the completion. That's good. But, Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there. That sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
On second down, Tolbert, and he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sense that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And good sideline-to-sideline tackling there as they're going to get him down a couple yards short of the 1st. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their 1st drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Tolbert, and he'll work this one up to about the 38. On 3rd down, Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the left side. Tolbert. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
Let's go now. Drop goal 80.
In your face.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And line after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Takes it to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bailey. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down now, Tolbert, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bailey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
That play might not seem like much yardage-wise, but when you're looking at maybe having to go 3 and out and punt the football again, it becomes an important conversion. Now the question, can they keep it going from here?
Okay, right?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. High throw, but the catch is made.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. Set. Flag. 95.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Tolbert. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
One final go for this offense here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Eagles who were able to swoop in and get the road victory. The Eagles start the campaign 1-0 with the road victory. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. In their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Giants with an ideal start as they move to 1-0 in front of their home faithful. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Tolbert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Tolbert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Dumps it underneath to Tolbert.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown! A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Elks have taken the lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 71 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
Using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Condors are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Point after here coming up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this right down the middle as he puts it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down now, Tolbert, he takes this for 3 to the 29. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Tolbert, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Finding Graham on the slant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. And he fires one, but incomplete.
tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll keep it on the ground. Tolbert, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 95 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, they'll run it here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 3-point game. The The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by a field goal. At time, a huge factor. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker, see if he can get you to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Well, a throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Great change there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards on the pickup there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back to throw again. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Decision time now on fourth and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my number one play with my number one runner over my number one blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
So they bring out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. It's an out route, and it's complete to Carson. And he's got this down 1 yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Hands it off out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. Here we go on 4th down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to work his way down to the 16. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score and win this game.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Sacramento, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.